everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Emerald Moemon. Today, you may be wondering, why in the hell am I back in? Is this Mauville City? I think this is Mauville City. You may be wondering, why the hell am I back here? Well, first off, there's a bunch of things we need to go get. Kill me. Well, first off, there's a fisherman on this route that apparently gives us the good rod. I don't think he's on this side of the Route 118 though. I think he's on the other side. And if I remember correctly, we can't get to the other side of the routes. Yeah, we can't. So if we can't get to this side, we won't be adding our new team member till a little bit later, because we'll have to do some backtracking, you know what I'm saying. But with that said though, the next team member we're going to be capturing is actually going to be in Petalburg. We have a TM to pick up along Route 111. Okay, it's this. And then we have to go back to Fall Harbor. Fall Harbor? Is that how you pronounce it? Fall Harbor? I'm just going to say Fall Harbor. Fall Harbor Town, because we have another TM to pick up there as well as returning the meteorite. That's actually how we get our TM there. And then we have a fossil to reawaken in Rustboro. So a lot of things to do in this episode, so might as well get started on it. By seeing if we can get... Also, I need to get a TM Thunderbolt. Where I live, apparently, some of y'all know the NORAD alert systems. Yeah, apparently we have one in our house, and apparently every Wednesday, at least twice, maybe 3 times a day, on bad days it may go off maybe 10 times, and it's all nothing but tests. And that's, if y'all wonder why you heard an alarm going off in the background, that's what that was. A NORAD alert system. You don't happen to give us the good rod, do you? No, I think you're on the other side, aren't you? Yeah, so we won't be adding our new team member for a good little while. He's on the other side of this body of water, from what I can understand, because apparently that's where the good rod is found. If I click off the side of the screen here on my notes. Yeah, the good rod is found on Route 118 by a fisherman. So, yeah. He's on the other side of that route. That annoys me. That really annoys me. But that said, though, the only reason why it annoys me is because it means we're going to have probably a training episode. Or at least half an episode being a training episode. We're also going to come over here and we're going to sell off some items. Because we have some items that have no use other than to be sold in our inventory. Not the soft sand, I was thinking of a different item. This nugget and that stardust. Now we officially have enough money. Also that X attack because I don't want to ever use it. Back down this way. We can go get our TM, or we should be able to now get our TM for Thunderbolts at the game corner. Just by simply buying the coins we need. In some ways this is highly ineffective, but in Generation 1, this is actually a very effective strategy. Simply because there's a glitch that allows you to get infinite nuggets for as long as you have Poké-Dollars on you. But okay, so now we can go get the TM for Thunderbolts. Yes. Some of you are saying, why aren't you getting Ice Beam? Or why aren't you getting Flamethrower like you said you did? Well, quite simply put, the only one here that was the only person on my team, only Pokemon on my team I was intending on teaching Flamethrower. So as you saw there, Thunderbolt, base 95 power, base 100 accuracy. Volreese already knows Flamethrower now. I learned it by level up, and I'm sure Deku would learn it by level up. But I'm not willing to wait for it. So Deku, you're now going to learn Thunderbolts. Because it's more powerful than Spark, and there's not really a reason for you to know Spark if you can learn Thunderbolts. I am tempted to replace Quick Attack, but I want a physical attack. I want Deku to know a physical attack, so let's go ahead and get rid of Spark. And now he knows Thunderbolts. I think he learns Discharge later on, actually, which I think is technically supposed to be stronger than, actually, I had to redo the recording earlier because I thought there was no way for me to get back over here. But now I think about it, there was a way for me to get back over here to this side of the region. Either way, though, we had stuff to do over here anyway. So now Deku knows Thunderbolt. And now we have to go get a TM. Now, I believe we should be able to use the HM strength outside of battle by now. So if we come back this way and go into inside this cave, if you remember, there was a place here that has a boulder just up at the top of the screen until this Pokemon, this Grimer, so rudely interrupted me. Get out of here. Yes, you remember this boulder. This boulder! Now we can use strength to push it. Thank you, lad. I can't remember how to do this. Mother... Leave me alone! I think we push it up and we push it back this way. We have to be precise with this one. Go up here. We got TM06 Toxic. This is the bane of most players and of most Pokemon players in multiplayer. Get away from me, Torkoal. I already have you on a team. I don't need enough. I said I don't want any of you on the team. Good God Almighty. I feel like encounter rates have been skyrocketed. Leave me alone! No, I don't want access to the bag! Respond faster, game! I'm probably going to screw this puzzle up, aren't I? No, I think I got it. Go down, don't bump rock, go this way. And voila! As I said, voila! Now we have a Firestone. I don't know what you could have this early in the game that needs a Firestone to evolve. I don't remember there being a Pokemon that requires a Firestone to evolve, but there you have it. Okay. Tell you what, I have all of these escape ropes on me. I think I only have I only have 2. Let's use one! Instead of running into Pokemon non-stop. If you cannot tell, I'm really irritated at the very moment of time because I kept running into these dudes. Let's go ahead and go this way. This is not gonna be any better now, is it? I was fixing to say watch it be a trap into a sand trap. But in any case, though, we have that now. Now we just need to keep heading up this way and around the corner. I said go into battle. I still have my mobile game out to the side of me. So leave me alone! Instead of spending all my Poké Dollars on that damn TM for Thunderbolt, I probably should have went ahead and just spent it all on Repels. Because apparently I take one step into the grass and all the Pokemon look at me like, oh, there's a person! Leave me alone! It doesn't end! It does not end! What is these guys? What's the encounter rate here? Feels like the audio's crackling again. God. Spindas! I guarantee you, with all the Spindas that we have run into every variation of them by now. I'm pretty sure by now, with all the Spindas we have run into, we probably have seen every pattern variation you can have on them. I know that technically may not be true, but let's just say I was exaggerating. Because we ran into a lot of shit. Now that said though, come down here to this house. Come this way, and here is the scientist. Oh my god, stop moving. I have something for you. You're depressed, aren't you? You want this as a result, don't you? Take the damn meteorite! And we obtain TM27 return, and we give him the meteorites, as the game says, as the game does the cheerful music of you accomplished something, showing that we did something really good for this guy. But in any case, no, I'm not going to talk to you any further. Not going to talk to you any further. Stupid scientist. In any case, though, we're going to go this way and, return. We're not going to teach that just yet, because if y'all remember, Lad has died on... I'm about ready to clear out everything that exists here. Oh my god, how many steps? I'm just not happy at all. Fucking Zubats! Now then, return. We're not going to teach that to Lad just yet. Simply because Lad has died a lot already in this playthrough, which means there's no guarantee his happiness values are going to be maxed out. And that's the only way return will deal more damage than per se a move like strength, which it already knows. Also, real fast, I realize we're going to go ahead and get this fossil changed back into a Pokemon proper. And where you do that is you come back to Devon Corporation, back down to this dude right here, talk to him, and give him the fossil. Now, technically, all you can do after that, you talk to him again. He'll say, "Be patient. The process." He'll say something along the lines of, "Be patient. This process takes a little while." You can just go back through here, and then back in, and you can go talk to him, and you can get your Pokemon right then. Excuse me. But I don't have a slot on my team, so I'm going real fast. Go down to the Pokemon Center and make room for him by taking S out of the team temporarily. So over here, boot up the PC, move Pokemon, there's our little Sandshrew there. Let's get S out of the team temporarily because we're going to want him back in the team just because he's our HM slave. Back down this way, and let's go back to Devon Corporation. My own mixtape. Or not my own mixtape, my own mix on this theme playing in the background. So we'll go talk to him now. A fossilized Pokemon's been popped back to life! We got Anorith, if that's even how you pronounce it. No, now what does Anorith look like? My god, that is the most adorable thing I've ever seen. And I was correct, it was a rock bug type. And currently, it knows Scratch, Harden, Mudsport, and Water Gun. This may not be a bad temporary team member to add to the team, just simply for the fact that it knows Water Gun, and we don't have a Water type on the team since we've chosen to go with a Fire, Grass, and Water core for our team. The only core that you probably would want to go for on your team would be something along the lines of Fighting, Psychic, and Dark. I think that's the only other core you would want to go for on your team. But with that said, though, he doesn't have the water typing to him, so therefore there's not really a reason to keep him other than just because of the fact that Anorith here knows Water Gun. That would be the only reason, and it's not even stabbed, so basically there's just no point in it right now. That said, though, it shouldn't be too much longer. Beats the 5th gym, and we should have the ability to go get the good rods. There we go. So let's keep her going. Keep her gone. And we're here. Now, if you want to ever go back to... Good job me for running into the grass. If you ever want to go back to that side, if you ever want to go back to that exact spot you were at earlier in the region, you can just head north. And you remember that cave where we did, where we used Rock Smash at? The one where the two couples were digging so that they could meet each other. If you go back to that place from this side of the region now, you should be able to get to the other side of the region. I'm probably about to go into the game files and make certain encounter rates so damn low that you never encounter anything in the grass. Because I'm that annoyed right now. All these interruptions! But we're at about 16 minutes, so we're going to try and clear out as much of the gym as possible. Sorry, getting a sip of water because my throat's kind of a bit, yeah, it kind of feels bad right now. Not getting sick, it's just I've been talking for about 4 hours straight. Yeah, that would put a toll on your mouth. That would put a toll on your throat. But here we could fish. We could try to fish for core fish right now. Core fish is our next team member. There you have it. A water dark type. We'll talk about him whenever we encounter him. We could try fishing for him right now, but all we have is the old rod. The only thing you can encounter with the old rod is Golding and Magikarp right now. You can encounter a Golding, I think, at level... It says you can only encounter one... looking at the data here, it says you can only encounter one at level 5. Actually, hold up real fast, because I was looking at Oros. Yeah, here you can actually encounter a Goldeen between levels 5 and 10, and you can encounter a Magikarp here at between levels of 5 and 10. If you have a good rod, you can encounter a Corphish here. It basically levels are increased. Magikarp 10 to 30, Goldeen 10 to 30, Corphish 10 to 30. Across all 3 generations, though you will overwhelmingly run into Magikarps more than Goldeen Corphish, typically saying. And then with a Super Rod, you can only encounter Corphishes here between levels 20 to 45. But we don't have that now, do we? Now, also, if you go surfing, by the way, you can run into Meryl, which is the evolution of... We've already encountered Meryl, so there's not really much to be said about that one. So, we're going to go ahead and try and clear out most of the gym right now with what Pokemon we have on us. So, this should be fun. Real fun. This gym's a bit annoying, but I don't really care. Speed room, the sign says. Do you want to go through? Hold up, because I want to know if we can fight everyone in this gym. If not, then we'll find out in one way or another. Because I want to fight everyone in this gym. We're going to enter the speed room, and we're going to fight you. Why? Because there's that Slow sprite again. Oh, he wants to learn Slash. Okay, Slash is not a bad move. Base power 70 with 100 accuracy and a high crit ratio. Definitely better than Scratch. We can't get rid of strength. It's not... Strength is just raw. Just basically, it's an HM. It just deals raw 80... It's basically, it doesn't have anything to do with crits, though it still has a chance to crit. But versus something like Slash, which has a high crit ratio, Slash could potentially end up being way better than Strength, I should say. That's what I'm getting at. Slash could potentially be way better than Strength on that here. But with that said, that doesn't mean we're never going to use Strength Upper again. Also, Lad's not going to be in the front of the team anyway, so we're not going to bother healing Lad just yet. We'll move... Let's figure this out. Which of these rooms? The defense room. No. Confusion room. Oh dear God. Do we want to... you know what? I'm going to go through the defense room since we're going to be opening up with Boris. Because guess what? We have Flamethrower, which is special based. I think she just used Double Slap a bunch of times. I think that's what she ended up using. I couldn't tell because everything was going by so fast. Maurice, yeah. We're not going to use a repel because that's a waste. What do you got? One hit KO room, the sign says. Strength room. I'll have to do it sooner or later. Alright, are you going to hit KO me or what? Oh, he wants to do it via crits. So much for one hit KO, because if you saw just then, he hit me once and didn't do anything, really. That was amazing. Okay, so we're gonna swap that out. We're gonna go over to Deku. I think we can go back at any time and region. No, we're gonna go back this way, and we're gonna go try to deal with the confusion room. No, this is strength room, actually. Oh, it's a Zangus. Whatever. I think we just one-shotted it with a crit. This is great, actually. I like this. Though I think we're under-leveled. Again, I keep saying this stuff, but I think we're under-leveled for this gym. I was saying we could very well get our butts handed to us here. Yeah, enough of that nonsense. Oh god, the audio. Okay, that's a little bit better. Strength room, I believe we've already been in there, but we'll go in anyways. Yeah, we've already been in here, haven't we? Yeah, we've already been in here. We're going to face all the trainers in here because we're coming up on 23 minutes. Over here. I should hold up. Accuracy room. So let's enter in here because I don't remember if I did all the battles in here. It just said defense room. It said confusion room, and then it both led into. Okay, I think we fought everyone we could on that side. Let's go back to this side. Or go over to this side now. You're gonna try to lower my accuracy until I can't hit you anymore. Is that the case? Yeah, no you don't. Hitting them all pretty hard. I need to be looking at their levels. Defense room. I believe we've already been in here. Haven't we? Yeah, already been in here. And if this should be one hit KO. Yeah, we already beat the one hit KO, dude. It was literally just a guy hoping, crossing his fingers for crits. Recovery room, oh dear god. That could potentially get very annoying. Slack off, dead. One hit KO room. No, fam, we're actually gonna go back and heal up. And then we'll try to challenge the gym leader this episode and see what happens. Real fast though. We're gonna go, like I said, we're gonna go heal up. I would love to have our 6th team member on board for this fight, but that isn't going to be the case now, is it? And I think we're just going to take this side, because I think this side sounds a bit more impressive to have beaten. Now, I should say, this gym battle is very tough. Norman's not a gym leader to take lightly. At least I think his name was Norman. But he has, his TM move is a move known as Retaliate. It's a very powerful move under certain circumstances, which will be occurring throughout this entire fight. Y'all will get the chance to see. That said, though, who are we opening up with? We're going to be opening up with Deku, who will level up right off the bat, and we're going to end up swapping around team members after that. But with that said, though, we are going to drop a save here for just in case something happens. And then, yeah. So you did get 4 gym badges. fine, as I promised. We will have our Pokemon battle. Dragon, I'm so happy that I can have a real battle with my own child. But a battle is a battle. I will do everything in my power as a gym leader to win. Dragon, you too better give it your best shot. Norman, like I said, he's a powerful gym leader, very powerful. And he starts off with 4 Pokemon, opening up with Spinda. You remember the confusion room? It's back again! Except for this time, it didn't affect us except for this time, it also didn't affect us. Deku's trying to learn Roar. What would we ever want to replace that with? How raises our physical attack, and that doesn't really count for Thunderbolt, or not even for Thunder Wave. It counts for Quick Attack, though. We don't really care for Roar. I've already said I don't really like it. I'm not going to deny its usefulness. Vigoroth. Okay, Vigoroth is a... well, we already know about Vigoroth. But we're going to send out Vortis, because I don't think it knows any move that could potentially be damaging to us. Also, I never taught Vortis Overheat. So we're still running off the same moveset. Oh well. And I never turned back on animations. I need to go cut my dick off. Whatever. Gonna send out Linoon. That's the evolution of little S down there. Who do we want to send out to deal with that? I thought Claudia, the Linoon could know anything. I think it may even know Shockwave. Hopefully it doesn't. Oh my god, I like that actually. Sing it to sleep? No, it does have butt. That actually hit really hard. Okay, thank goodness it fell asleep. Take down our Peck. It's also really fast. Linoon's actually a... oh god. There's also no guarantee it's going to stay asleep. Vortis, can you come back out for a second? Well, I saw that damage output and I was like, oh yeah, I made the right call. I made the right call. Dear God. Facade, that move gets more powerful to lower your opponent's HP. Also, Linoon was burned, which means Facade should be dealing even less damage now. Though Norman just used a Hyper Potion. That isn't going to help you very much now, Norman. Boris is going to be one of our best friends for this team. For this fight, I'm probably going to end up using... okay, good. Flame, I think the Flame saved our butts there. His next Pokemon is the real challenge in this gym. Slacking. This Pokemon is going to be very high level next to our current team members. Leafy? Actually, no. Deku come out. Because I got a plan for this. Slacking has only one weakness, and it's self-induced. Actually, no, we're on par with this level. Slacking! Vigoroth does not evolve into Slacking until level 35! It's either 35 or 36. Why does he have a level 31 Slacking? Or am I making it, or am I being stupid? Hold up. Back over here. I'm going to go off to the side here. Where are you? I need to go back through the list. Where is he? What level does he evolve at? Tell me right now. Yes! Vigoroth evolves into Slacking at level 36. Norman, I have no earth. This is the same situation with Lance in Generation 2. How does he have a level 55 Dragonite? Actually, no, it's a level 45 Dragonite if I remember correctly. Either way, though, we're using Thunder Wave on it because of its ability Truant, if you remember Slack Off. Truant makes it not move every other turn. Paralysis adds on to that. Now, the only way this could get any worse for him is, of course, obviously, if I use Confusion. This could get very intense real fast, and plus I wanted Leafy to take on Slacking. Paralyzed can't move. See, this is a wonderful setup. I'm literally loafing around. Slacking, well, I think no matter if it's paralyzed and can't move on that turn, the next turn, regardless of whether it gets paralyzed on its one turn where it could do something, I believe the next turn it will loaf about due to his Truant ability. So, Slacking at this point, unless it actually hits us, I don't think can do much of anything except for if it does that. As I say that, good job on proving me the fool there, once again, game. Lad, come on out. Prove that the fact that a fucking Vigoroth does not evolve into a Slacking this early on. Strength versus Slash. Let's just go ahead and use Slash. Using Counter. And Slacking is dead. And that is Norman defeated at 30, technically right around 31 minutes. We're going to let this carry on real fast through the dialogue. And he gives us the balance badge. And he gives us a TM32 facade. And this person comes up to talk to us and pulls us out. We're talking about Wally. This is Wally's father. It gives us HMO3 for Surf. And at this point, we can now finally go get our Good Rod. Which is the very first thing I'm going to try and go do. In fact, actually, I'm going to go do it off screen. I'm going to try to go do it off screen. And I'm going to go capture Corphish. And I'm then going to, go ahead and train him up to be at the same level as everyone else, and also teach him Surf, because that's where everything is. That's the way I wanted things to go before defeating Norman. But the point was, I thought Norman's Pokemon knew Retaliation, which is a move that I don't remember how powerful it gets, but I do remember always seeing it one-shot a Pokemon if a certain condition is met. Notice if a Pokemon beforehand that you had sent out beforehand is defeated, and you sent out your next Pokemon and you use Retaliate, that Retaliate will hit really hard. Is the point saying if your Pokemon beforehand it goes down. So I thought he was going to use that. I guess that's only in Oros, which is the Ruby and Sapphire remix. So I'll see you guys next time after I've gotten all that done and I've taken my break and gotten maybe something to eat, because it's dinner time right now. I need to go get something to eat. So I'm kind of starving actually by this point. So I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.